My theme is imagination. Imagination is the ability to imagine things that are not real. The ability to form a picture in your mind of something that you have not seen or experienced. The ability to think of new things, something that only exists or happens in your mind. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read poems. The first poem is Girls and Boys Come Out to Play. Girls and boys come out to play. The moon is shining as bright as day. Come with a hoop, come with a call, come with a goodwill, or not at all. What could you imagine that you could do it with your shadow at nighttime, or with your bear, your imaginary friend? Imagine in your dream that you could be, soar out and play, see your shadow. The next poem is Spoon. The man in the moon, he has a spoon. He snacks upon the stars. He crunches them and munches them and keeps the rest in jars. Children, can you imagine what the moon and the stars are real? What do you think? Do you think they're real or make-believe? What do you think the moon and the stars are doing? What do you think the moon and stars do it when it storms? Do you think the stars are scared? Is that why they hide? Now, grab your bears, and today is pajama day. So grab your bears, and you're going to reenact this poem, and you're going to read to your bear. Your teddy bear, with one chewed ear, loves to sit beside you here. He likes you. Read him a book. He is quite still and has a look. Your teddy bear with blinkless eyes thinks you can read. I wonder why. That's because when you're in bed, you read him pictures there instead. Children, you're going to act. Can you tell me what your imaginary friend is called? Do you have an imaginary friend? Look around the classroom and see what your imaginary friend can be. Day 1 is over. Day 2. I'm going to be reading a book, Not Every Princess. This encourages children to imagine and pursue their dreams with imagination. You can be whatever you want. The book shows children how to use their imagination by challenging societal expectations. Diverse children experiencing life without limits, where they can go into people that they choose. You can be whatever you want to be. Listen for the rhyming words in the imagination. How's she using her imagination? Not every princess lives in a castle. How can you use your imagination to open your mind? But that doesn't mean that you don't rule in your kingdom. Just open your mind and you will find every tool that you need to find to use your imagination. How do you think she could use her imagination in the attic? Your imagination, your thoughts, create pictures. Now close your eyes and imagine. Imagine your thoughts. Create pictures and scenes. Beautiful, amazing, picturesque dreams. Day 3. I'm going to be presenting a book called Have You Seen My Dragon? In the heart of the city, among the taxis and the towers, a small boy travels uptown and downtown, searching for his friend. He uses his imagination with his friend. The dragon is his imaginary friend, to go through the array of the city, to find the things that they can count. Using imagination, one can count and discover many things in the city. The theme is evident by the illustrations in the city and the number of items that things can count. Have you seen my dragon? Is it make-believe or real? What do you think? What could it be down underground? How can you use your imagination to find out how the dragon is telling him where he is? Do you see the smoke coming out from the manhole? Maybe the dragon's underneath. There he is, right where I left him, in Chinatown. Where is your dragon? Is it up on top of Chinatown? Or, look, can you see how many dragons you can find? You can have all kinds of imaginary friends in Chinatown. Is it the dragon down here or the dragon here? What do you think? Let's find them. Day 4. I'll be presenting a book called Nana in the City. This is a young boy who spends an overnight visit with his Nana and is frightened to find that the city where she lives in is filled with noise and crowds and scary things. But then Nana helps him find a special cape to help him brave. One can use their imagination to overcome fear. The theme is evident when Nana makes him his cape, and he overcomes fear with his imaginary friend, his cape. The city is filled with scary things. Look how he's using imagination. Look how big that dog is. Look at the construction with the loud noises and the smoke. Look, there's a monster coming out of the manhole of the city. Oh, and it's getting ready to storm. The moons and stars are not here today. When I woke up in the afternoon, Nana was holding a fancy red cape. You wear the cape today and it will help you walk through the city. That's my imaginary friend. I will be brave. I will conquer the city. So, I felt brave in my cape. How does he feel? Does he like his imaginary cape and his imaginary friend? Nana, I don't need my imaginary friend anymore, my imaginary cape. So I'm giving it to you because you live in the city and this will help you with your everyday. And the city is the perfect place for my Nana to be. Day 5. Frida. Frida's loneliness and polio that kept her bedridden for months, as well as a bus accident at age 18 that nearly killed her. She used her imagination to create paintings and take her pain away. Art could be used to express her emotions. Art is good for the soul. Imagination was used in her art. The theme was evident when she started painting, as the text reads, "Painting is her imaginary friend. It keeps her from giving up hope." Do you think the book is real or make-believe? How do you think Frida's imaginary friend helped her? Well, let's find out. So what do you think her imaginary friends are doing with her paintings? Are they sad? Are they happy? They're excited? They're hopeful? They're mad? Here's Frida's first imaginary friend. Look, they're twins. Frida's imaginary friend is just like hers. Then in the hospital, it's the painting that saves her. And painting is her imaginary friend. It is there whenever she wants it, and it keeps her company, and it keeps her from giving up hope. And here she is, a ballerina. She's dancing, she's tapping, she's having a good time with her imagination and in her dreams, in her painting. And after the accident, Frida lost hope again, but soon she brought it back with her painting and her imagination friends. Nothing can stop Frida from painting, and she can always use her imagination to overcome all the tragedies in her life. All the books and poems included imagination in some ways or another. In the poem, girls and boys come out to play. The children are dreaming and imagining what they can do. And if they are awake, can you hear the rhyming words? In the poem Spoon, children are imagining the moon is real as he looks up to the sky. In the poem Reading to the Bear, the child's imaginary friend is the bear. In Not Every Princess, a child can listen to words and see the illustrations and be able to imagine whatever character they would like to be. You do not have general roles or boundaries in your imagination. In Have You Seen My Dragon? The child has an imaginary friend, the dragon, which helps search the city. In Frida, she has an imaginary friend that helps her overcome her sadness. She uses imagination paintings. The extra activities that I would do each day we're going to make I Spy books, paper mache balloons, imaginary friends, stuffed animals. We're going to bring our stuffed animals and read to our bears. We're going to have a mural on the fence, and we're going to paint with our imaginations. And then for the very final day, we're going to create our own books and put all of our imaginations and everything that we've learned through all of our books and all of our learning, imagination in creating our books. So I hope you enjoyed our imagination journey, and it was very nice sharing with you. Thank you.